let it rip.
Let it rip. June, July, and August come around, and we'll be moving some more rain. All right, gentlemen, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now bear with me, I forgot my glasses this morning, so I'm gonna try to thumb through this here. So good morning. Today's Tuesday, May 26, 2026, 9 a.m. Gonzales County Commissioners Court will now be in session. We'll move to number one, public comment. I'm the only one listed on public comment this morning. As county judge, you don't always get, I guess you say that boys at times on employees, but I did get one on May the 14th, so I put it on Commissioners Court, and I wanted to read it to y'all this morning, and it's for Commissioner Roy Staten. It said, "Hello, Judge Davis. I'm Brenda Sumner, and I would like to let you know what an amazing job Mr. Staten has done for Precinct 3. Roy Staten has been on the job for a short time, but is quick to make sure our roads are safe to drive on after washouts from any of the rains. He understands the needs of safe roads in the county. He's always extremely professional and understanding regarding the road signs after a hard rain. Mr. Staten deserves recognition, has our respect, and please give him kudos for the job well done." So I figured the best way to do that would be to put it on the agenda, and congratulations, Mr. Staten. Don't have any further public comment, so we'll move into number two, which is the consent agenda. The following may be acted upon in one motion. A commissioner, a county judge, or a citizen may request items to be pulled for separate discussion and or action. Commissioners, have y'all had an opportunity to go over the consent agenda? And if so, do you have any questions on any item?
I know here on number 5 it says received donation from the Eagle Scouts to build a covered patio on the west side of the sheriff's office. I see we have some representatives here. I don't know.
Y'all want to touch
Morning,
base
Judge,
on
Commissioners. Thank you for here for the Boy Scouts, and we needed to do a project, and he wanted to do one at the sheriff's office, so we'll give him a chance to speak on that a little bit.
Sure.
Judge, Commissioner, Mayor, Gonzales County citizens, thank you for allowing me to discuss my Eagle Scout project with you. My name is Gabe Floyd. I'm a lifetime scout. I'm a Life Scout in the Boy Scout troop of 262. I participated in Scouts since I was in second grade. I'd like to discuss the reasons why my project is needed and how it will benefit the staff and community they serve and how I can complete the project. Law enforcement and correctional officers have a highly stressful job. The demand for long hours and need to be vigilant can lead to stress-related issues like anxiety and depression. Exposure to violent situations can increase the risk of developing PTSD. Research indicates that burnout and turnovers are often due to cumulative effects of stress and trauma. Nature plays a vital role in enhancing mental health by providing numerous benefits. Spending time in nature can lower cortisol levels, which is the body's primary stress hormone, and increasing feelings of relaxation and happiness. Nature exposure has been linked to better memory, attention, cognitive function, and contributing to better mental clarity. This project is needed because employees do not have a designated break location to be able to get away and relax. Being able to go outside in nature to take breaks will be beneficial for their mental health, which in turn will improve the ability to help the people they serve. This will be especially beneficial for the correctional officers as they are inside the jail for 12 or more hours a day. The project is a covered patio and consists of a 12-foot by 20-foot cement slab, wooden framing and metal roof. The location of the project is on the west side of the building. The roof will be a slant roof or lean-to with the taller portion of the back so the rain can run off towards the front into the drainage. There will be a foot space between the patio slab and the building to allow for maintenance and water absorption. Any questions? No? Hoping to complete the project by September, pending funding and approval. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you about my project, and I hopefully ask for your approval.
Thank you for your services and donating that to the sheriff's office. Any further consent agenda items that need to be addressed?
Yeah, number 6, over right away from LCRA.
Yes, sir.
Everything's good over there.
As far as I know, it's been fenced in for many years now. Looking up the Texas State Historical Association stuff on Harborwood, it actually was a town in 1913. They had voters and elected the mayor and commissioners, but then there's no record of any subsequent election or activities of the county government. They did that to prevent a bar. So it's definitely not county, none of that's county right away. It was all split up and sold off by the railroad. A lot of the towns up there, well, they're starting out the same way, but they just come on.
Does the railroad still own some stuff there? I mean, because there was some stuff in the past that, I mean, a lot of it belonged to a railroad still at the same time.
You know, Southern Pacific eventually bought Galveston, Harrisburg, it's in Illinois, so I don't think maybe they were sold it. But they're the ones that split up the property, and it happened all up down there. Elder, Kingsbury was the same way, all the way out to Hondo, and they just would auction off.
You know about all the land side of the tracks?
Well, and the roads, in the little communities like that.
It's like unincorporated blocks.
Well, they would auction off lots just as an initial revenue, I think. And it was a good place to have a trade stop and load up corn or whatever, big road right there. So I can't say that it's a county road anyway. It's been fenced in for a good while. It's just the gentleman that's building the tower for him. We're just a little worried about building something where, the county might come back later and tell them to move it off there.
Do you, gentlemen, think we probably may ought to let Kristen or Eddie look at that, just to get a legal side on it?
In the long run, probably so. They didn't look through it a whole lot, did they? I mean, they called me maybe once. That's a problem.
No, they the gentleman that was working on that kind of worked with me mostly.
So how does Mr. Big Bear Child?
How is he doing?
No. Where is he at? Is he for the property, behind the property?
Well, he owns all the property around it, and he's fenced in this section long ago. But he needs to, he's leased them a piece of property to build a cell tower, and they need to get across this. He's fenced in to get to the cell tower, but like I said, the gentleman that's doing that was just a little area, going in on something where he wasn't sure if the county was later going to come back and tell him to do it.
I'd like to make a motion to Eddie go and consent for the release of it.
All right, so, let's see, this is, on number 6, we had a motion and a second to have our attorneys look over the undeveloped right-of-way bordering that block 83 in Harwood. Any further discussion? All in favor? Donnie, how you doing? Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right. We'll move to number 7, auditor's monthly report. Oh, never mind. We're on the consent agenda. I told you all right. So any other questions on the consent agenda?
I move we approve the rest of the items on the consent agenda as listed.
Second.
All right, motion and a second to approve the rest of the agenda items, which we've already taken number 6 into consideration. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's move to number 3, deliberate and consider action on the following items. Number 11, we have an update from Jimmy Harness regarding the drought conditions and the burn ban status. Greg?
Deborah looked up KBI this morning, it's 59, which is pretty low. We should be getting some more rough weather this evening, overnight,
Wednesday.
according to the National Weather Service. Maybe 2 or 3 inches more rain, just heavy winds. That sort of thing.
No. They've been off here the last few days. They're supposed to have a lot more than what they're doing. So. You need that back. All right, so we will not take any action on 11. We'll just continue with the no burn ban in effect. Number 12, discuss with action the selection of 3 names and 2 alternate names to the 2026 Salary Grievance Committee pursuant to Local Government Code 152.014 and appoint the members to be drawn. All right.
If you need 5, I normally ask that you guys draw 9, so I have 4 extra in case some can't serve on.
I want to draw 9 out of that.
That's the whole.
That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. And that's 9. All right, if y'all will send all the names down here, we will work on getting that to the county clerk so she can write these down, because some of this can kind of get interesting.
You got to call them out.
Yep. All right, thank you. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Angeli Ross. Anise Espinosa. Jean Reed. Matthew Grauke. Kayla Colwell. That's with the O instead of an A. Diana Lynn Rashado. Tim Manning. Pablo Casas. And the Shiloh Clifton.
Yes, sir.
All right. So at this time, you will contact them to see if they want to serve on it, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. And you guys can just make a motion to appoint things that you drew,
All right.
the names that you drew.
I move we appoint the names as drawn, the judge just called out and drawn to be the Salary Grievance Committee. Second.
Motion and a second to approve the names drawn for the Silence Grievance Committee. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Number 13, to consider, discuss, and take any action on subdivision applications. Take note of known exceptions. Consider any request for variance. We have 3. We'll start with A, exception Precinct 4, Gunderman, split out of 3 2-acre parcels for the family.
Mr. Gunderman just recently purchased 2 acres, 20 acres off of Baby Road. He would like to split out 2-acre tracts for his 2 children and his mother-in-law. They'll be accessed by an easement off Baby Road.
Yeah, they're located on the kind of the far end of the property, and so the easement and everything is all good to go as far as access.
It should be, it's, that won't be written up until, I believe he's working with Seth and George down in First Shots.
Okay. Well, I move we approve the exception in precinct 4 for the Gunderman, who will be splitting out 3 2-acre tracts for family.
All right, had a motion and a second on the exception in precinct 4 for the Gunderman, split out the 3 2-acre parcels for the family. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to B. Exception precinct 2, L&L Cattle Company Incorporated, Ronnie Lilly, VP, split 2 acres out of an 11.333 acre tract for sale.
This is one we found thanks to Lana sending us the deed work. And we contacted him, and he had actually done this before, a separate tract in that development where he initially contracted with somebody for 2 acres, and then they eventually acquired the entire 11 acres. Basically, he's doing the same thing with this tract, which is a separate. He's selling them 2 acres that do front on the private road. And the hopes are that eventually the private road tract is going. The deed's already been filed with the county clerk, so I believe he did speak with the commissioner on it. So,
Got everything together, y'all are happy with the way it's turned out?
yes, sir, it'll pretty much be exactly the way he did the last one many years ago for a different tract for the same family.
Did we ever have any penalties or anything for people not coming through us on that?
I didn't know how we could enforce it. We talked about it before.
Well, the penalties primarily when it comes to permits. In this case, it would be the second permit. So I'm going to clear that up before we can issue a permit to you.
Is there any way we can incorporate anything into our subdivision rules that would, because right now I don't think there's anything in the subdivision manual that, if someone does not follow those, that it's,
I couldn't tell you for sure.
I don't know.
If I recall correctly, I believe there was, where you could enforce, some sort of criminal action, and it'd probably be a class A or class B misdemeanor for not following the rules, but I'd have to go back and check. But I think that was part of it.
So I know we've had Randy in my precinct a couple times, the same situation where you don't find out until it's done, recorded and after the fact type situation. So.
I think that's something that, if we don't get a handle on it, it's just gonna just keep happening. And we probably figure out something that we can do, even if we have to bring it back as an agenda item to add it to our,
Yes, that's something that we can look into, if not now.
perfect.
And I want to thank Lana and her office for sending
Yes.
out that information. That's very helpful.
We would never know that without getting it, and since you have been doing it, we've had several that would have just went by without us ever even knowing anything, so yes,
I'm glad we can help, thank you.
that's awesome.
Unless our companies could say, hey, we're not doing this till you get it okay from your office.
They should.
The only one that really enforces that is Seth's office. They will not cut out 2 acres until we approve it. But if you have sometimes some out of town
Outside, yeah.
entities, that they'll go ahead and survey the property out and, without us knowing. So.
And I believe one of them down in your area as well that occurred on, Jimmy did file a complaint on the state for the survey that did
Because the surveyor should know.
should.
So where does that go? Have they done anything about it? They just like them on the
13B.
We are, at this point.
I think we need to look into it the next time this happens. Look like they're trying to get their act together on this, so I'm going to approve 13B, the L&L County Company, one bid.
All right, had a motion and a second for precinct 2 exception, L&L Cattle Company, Ronnie Lilly. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to C, exception, precinct 2, WT Land Development LLC, Rhodey. Create 2 1.99 acre properties to be swapped between neighbors.
Is this out there at the airport where they was walking around?
And this will leave
One was
here.
taken, we've talked about this in court before.
Yes, sir. It's, if I understand correctly, it's so that they can properly place a road. We'd like to use the subdivision. So they're just switching 1.99 acres with Miss Mary Lisa Rhodey, road, ROD. So in the end, 2 1.99 acre pieces of property have to be graded so they can switch it.
Okay, feel all right with that? I move we approve item 13C, WT Land Development LLC road.
Motion and a second for the exception of precinct 2 with WT Land Development LLC. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. 13D, which be variance, precinct 3, Haynes, split 1.5 acres with access easement out of 5.781 acres for a family.
So there's names on the backside, so that's all this.
She's cutting out the property. Apparently, they've lived there in RV, a couple of their 4 kids. A while now, but they finally qualify for a loan for a double-wide mobile home. And they just need the, they need to own the property. We'll have to keep an eye on it as far as septic system and those sorts of stuff. Get set up using my heart to take care of that work.
Everything's fine.
Good as it can be, and I did look it out, there's a number of places that they can cut out, some legally, some not. This one, they are trying to do it legally.
It's up on our now.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna make a motion, D, precinct 3, Haynes, split 1.5 acres. Family estate.
Motion and a second for D, variance in precinct 3 for Haynes to split the 1.5 acres for a family estate. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner Staton?
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor? All right. Thank y'all.